Hey YouTube! Yesterday something very special happened on the W3Champions Ladder. Starbuck, currently #1 player on the ladder with like 150 to 4, was grinding, and so was Grubby, one of the best players of our region of all time, 2-time world champion, is feeling competitive again, trying to climb the ranks. Starbuck initially whooped his ass, but then Grubby's chat came to help, especially with the person's save orcas, advising an opening, and Grubby got closer and closer to defeating Starbuck. Now, this game was recommended to me out of all the games they played, so let's see if Grubby, after all this time, is still competitive with one of the world's best. Starbuck has made it to top 4 in international LAN tournaments. He made it top 2 in the recent B Cup, which is the longest running online tournament there is, with the highest prize pool at the moment. Every month people play there, and he was only defeated by Happy in that regard. Starbuck in the bottom left hand side is a huge fan of the Pally rifle. This seems like a normal Archmage opening thus far, though. Of course, over the course of like 6 to 8 games, both players figured out the play style of the other, and, you know, find some holes in the play and know how to exploit the weaknesses of the other. Grubby aiming for a Farseer with a fast tech build. No Warmill, no Blacksmith thus far, but that of course can still change. Archmage, the classic opener, kind of overtaken by Pally Rifle, especially in this matchup, but no. Biggest strength of Starbuck is that he's pretty versatile. Archmage it is for him. Now, this is a Headhunter opening after all. Didn't build it for quite some time. Interesting thing. Yeah, this opening, this playstyle, advised by Save Orcas, who already coached Grubby to the initial Farseer Headhunter in the DreamHack days in 2021. Who then spiraled out of control and everybody was playing Farseer Headhunter. So game plan seems to be instant harass. Here on Autumn Leaves, you gotta figure out where your opponent is. It's either here at the orange, at the expo, which is rare, or at the shop, or if the opponent wants to fast expand, it might be on the right hand side. We only have 3 farms at the moment, so if you don't find your opponent, wolves are quite strong, can take experience away. Now reinforcements are trickling in, with the tech already started, one of the fastest techs in the game. While Starbuck was creeping the expansion with a circlet drop and a tower coming up, Grubby got 2 creeps, which was probably part of the creep route of Starbuck. When you go for an expansion, resources are really limited, so you don't want to replace footmen or want to go into any towers, except the one that's supposed to protect your expansion. Lots of Headhunters queued. Interesting. Probably all by design, not by mistake. Archmage got the very important level 2, so he gets the Brilliance aura and more mana is trickling in with that passive aura. Wolves distracting on the right-hand side. Archmage is closing the door for the Farseer on the left-hand side. Both players try to overwhelm the other, but these are pretty great players, so that is not the case. Wolves have to be resummoned, and with that, all peasants survive. And Starbuck with a solid defense. No resources though. The main is still open. 3 farm expansion is becoming a thing. Well, it was always 4 farms. The humans get more greedy. Grubby with another last hit. And close to level 2. Acquiring level 3 against this Farseer Headhunter harass seems quite tricky actually. For Starbuck, there's lots of room for improvement, of course, with more footmen, more defend. Headhunters will fall off from downtown. The deny. Look at him go. That was quite lovely. And now tier 2 is done. We go Beastery, Shop, which he was able to delay for a long time since he took no damage. And TC. It's oftentimes a battle between TC and Mountain King. Two great area of effect damage dealers that dictate the fight in the later stage. Starbuck cues the tech. It's oftentimes a trade between tech and expansion. So you can see while Grubby's tech is finished, Starbuck's expo is finished. And now the tech is coming. Good block.
We're under attack.
And Headhunter's coming in, being hurt, needs some healing. For the first time this game, Starbuck is the aggressor, is able to push Grubby back with the constant influx of water elementals that, of course, a Farseer can't afford without the passive aura. Now the TC is coming in, provides some movement speed, provides some attack speed, plus the big axe of his. Lots of units hurt. Trying to retreat. Archmage has passive mana regeneration, but not passive health regeneration. So for that, he has to wait for Priest. Do you want to push all the way back, though? Or do you want to harass a little bit longer? Defense is coming in now. Should hold great value for Footmen throughout the entire game, as Headhunters will be part of the army mix. Grubby, interestingly, instead of going for his own natural, he's rather going for the big camp for an early level. And queuing early up. Oh. Fascinating. So it is Raiders, Headhunter. With only one Beastery, so it's not like instant End Snare is available. But End Snare, being a great reusable disable, can lead to a couple of kills. Big question for Grubby. Do you want to expand or go like pillage all in? Looks like he's cleaning that gold mine. Starbuck should feel comfortable taking some risks, but this is mostly piercing damage, and defense is obviously the best thing you can have against piercing damage. I have to check. Okay, should be fine. So you can creep this with ease as long as you're not creep jacked. Yield wards, perfect for more creeping. Perfect. Oh, creep jack coming. A bit too late, I'd say, for the big bounty and to delay level 3 shockwave. Interesting. He gave that info away now. Chain Lightning secures the kill, at least. With one more kill, it's level 3 TC for Great Rise, and he gets it. Now, Shockwave, a very disruptive force against Footmen, against casters, and later on versus buildings. Oh my, that AoE was very disruptive. Maybe Starbuck underestimated the situation here a little bit, but he wants to rotate out of Footmen slowly but steady anyway. Mountain King second was to be expected. Grubby with a counter expansion after that fight. Made sure he's stable. But how stable is the altar? We have two raiders which are not attacking for a bit. There we go. But the repair peasant is already in position. Starbuck on the other side, not too worried. Dwarf gets out. Peasant kill. Alright. But the important buildings are here. Hope he didn't want to queue a tier 3 tech, because that's not allowed without an altar. Counter-attack, cancels the expansion with only the investment of a water elemental and a bit of positioning. In the meantime, Grubby is going for that Mountain King, gets the kill, and there's no altar. So Starbuck probably has to go to the tavern to hire him back, or rebuild that altar. Since the second heroes are oftentimes the carries in this matchup, huge win for Grubby, I'd say. But on the cost of his expansion. If you're able to get out of here without a TP, that'd be huge. Pillage is up, so we got a little gold for that. And Starbuck seems to be struggling quite a bit. The Headhunters are not attacked or threatened at all. Picking up one warcraft to the next. With Ensnare, it doesn't really matter if the Footman has defend or not. It will die at some point. And Starbuck is in a world of trouble, isn't he? Big contain. Altar has probably been not rebuilt here at the expo. I like how he split the Arcane Sanctum. He's not giving away that this is mass casters. Against the TC, the more breakers you have, the better. And the farms are gone. Starbuck can't produce though. What's he doing with the gold? Is the question. Mountain King is back. Rifles are coming. So are the priests. More sustain. And Grubby is buying time for his base. Which will still take 40, like 80 seconds? 90 seconds? In the meantime, shop control. Second hero levels are a huge boon at the moment. Headhunters super strong against casters if they're in range. Little overcommitment by that very brave sorceress. Wow, this does not look like a main base to me. Starbuck basically rebuilding everything here on the right hand side. What a nice little village that is. Probably realizing this. Now the question, do you have to pivot and swing back between main and expo or not? Hoodie checks out how fortified are you here. But how strong is a human army with a level 1 Mountain King? No army movement, so rare to see. Usually the rule of thumb in Warcraft, always do something.
We're under attack.
This is of course just poking the bear. Grubby surrounding the footman, lol. That takes a bit, but it's probably the best thing to do. You lose a little bit of mining time. You get experience though.
We're complete.
Lovely. So far, this looks like an amazing game. We do have Spellbreakers now. Immune to Chain Lightning and Shockwave. Good damage and armor type against Raiders and Headhunters. This seems to be the solution if they are supported, which at the moment they are not. So to break this contain, you gotta fight out, but you have to fight out against the level 4 TC and a level 3 Farseer. Question is, how long are they this powerful when they don't have mana against the Brilliance Aura? And Priest sustained. Starbuck exposing these casters quite a bit. But Grubby, with the militia in, with the expo finishing, with the kills done, satisfied. Now he needs he needs workers. He needs workers desperately. Might even slide some over. Exactly. Second Rex.
We're complete.
Instead of second Bestiary. What are we playing here? Just mass headhunters against medium armor breakers? Or we must be switching to grunts. We must be switching to grunts. Advantageous damage type versus breakers and rifles. There's still a bunch of headhunters for extra damage. The biggest threat is Clap though. Clap destroys grunts long term. Grubby lasted on the big one. Devotion Aura, excellent. And grunts are coming. Grunts, Raiders. This also requires quite some shop control. Goes for the stomp. Off I go. We got lots of damage here as well. Mountain King in the middle of it all, being nuked. Heal scroll, invuln, scroll of the beast for Starbuck committed. That is a big commitment. Gotta be careful. Needs a Zeppelin, maybe. Mountain King so far so good. Is Grubby able to steal this away? Oh my, neck and neck fight between two amazing Warcraft players. We got the level 3 now. Focus fire on the Kodo. Huge loss. Stomp, nice. Invuln, nice. But how do you get out? You got a TP. Could swap that. With just pure mass, Starbuck is able to win that fight in the middle for now. 20 food lead.
There's a reason I start every morning off with your stream.
No.
Less than 3, you guys.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, NW Williams. Can Grubby just win this with the Orc Heroes? And the constant reinforcements. He's unable to catch up in supply, but the TC is growing fast towards level 5. What is Starbuck doing with his map control now? Love that every single priest is away now. Grubby with heal scroll and invo potion. This could be a lot of damage with Headhunter streaming in. Yep, that's an overcommitment, I think. Needs the healing. First heal scroll committed already. Priests are taking care of that Mountain King. Archmage far forward. But Radar Grunt, despite the slow and the clap, doing quite some nice damage. Just completely ignores the breakers. They don't deal much damage to units that have no mana. So I think this is fine. Just gotta be careful that not all the mana is getting burned. And slowly but steady they fall against the grunt pressure as the Mountain King doesn't have that much mana anymore. Phenomenal fight by Grubby up against 15-20 food advantage of Starbuck. Plus levels 4.9, and it's so rare to see that a human player is losing the sustain fight. They have free mana with the Brilliance. They have basically free healing with the Priests. And Orcs don't have that. What they do is HP and damage and reinforcements if you have good macro. And Grubby surely did that. Now he got the level 5. Usually you play this quite a bit different, huh? You hit the bases, you use the shockwaves to get rid of the casters. Wasn't too much the case here, and he still makes it work. God damn, that second Rex is good. This also means you don't need much lumber, right? It's always 400 gold per production round and no lumber at all, similar to how ghouls are very efficient. Still, issue remains. Clap late game levels are insane. Now more shop control. Double heal. Oh, Blizzard. Yes, of course. There's a big lack of disable. There's no storm. And there's very few selected raiders. Can Grubby deal with. It's a mega area of effect war now. Double heal scroll on both sides. We steal Bloodlust, Blizzard, and Clap. Oh my! Against Chainwave. Who runs out of heal scrolls faster? 1-1 on both sides. Toto stopped before able to eat a breaker. Grubby runs out of Blizzard. Not too bad. And oh, level 5 now. What's he going for? Big damage or big mana sustain? Chain wave again. So good. Supply is neck and neck, and Starbuck already had issues winning that fight with a 20 food lead. Archmage gotta run, has nothing. Heal scroll use. Clap is insane, but so is the shockwave. Invis saved by Starbuck. Wonderfully done. But can he heal? Is there a shop here? There is not. The priests have to do all the heavy lifting. Invis shockwave against the Archmage. They say you can't kill what you can't see, but oh boy, can you. Mountain King always visible here in this stage of the fight. No heal scrolls on neither side anymore. And for Starbuck, he is missing that Brilliance aura left, right, and center. Grubby can position the way he wants to. Starbuck is running out of mana. That's a huge problem. He had that expo up so early, but the sustain seems to be in favor of Grubby. Shockwave again. Kill after kill after kill, as nothing can really threaten that big cow. MK about to hit the deck as well. Chasing deep. TC almost full mana. What can he really do about it? Armies all over the place here. There's no clear front line whatsoever. TC level 6. It will never die anymore. Scary, scary orc build. With double grunt pressure. Brute strength. It's not even updated. Wow, imagine how much stronger this could be with brute strength. More HP on every grunt, more damage on every grunt. Archmage is back. Mega defensive position. But the cow is tanking so much. Blizzard is amazing. Plus the tower position also genius. deny even at this stage of the game. And damn, Starbuck receives an ass whooping here. Even saves a 15 HP grunt from the peasant pickaxes.
Ready to ride.
Whoo! Shop control, Grubby. Triple invul potion on top of reincarnation ultimate? Holy shit. $20 food lead. So many consumables. Nothing left for Starbuck. Grubby said himself, oh, I'm not even a top 50 player at the moment. I said, without practice, top 20 player easy. And now with the grind, threatening a finalist of the B Cup and the winner of the DWCC Western Qualifier. Incredible. Obviously, Starbuck won the 7 games before, right? Let's put it in perspective. He did. But amazing. If you play consecutive matches at some point, Grubby figures out a weakness alongside Save Orcas, who suggested this. 20-minute game. Well done. Grubby can take maps off of Starbuck. And if you look at the rankings right now on W3 Champions, Starbuck only has 5 losses in total. 1 to Death Note, 1 to Kevin, 1 to Jens, and 1 to PA2MA. I have no idea who that is. Oh, to Leon as well. Sick. Wasn't aware of this one yet. So yeah, it's an elusive circle. It's a reserved circle for just the best players. And that was a phenomenal game.